Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your beginning to mid of June 2022 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy that you have to be mindful of, Aquarius. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is the 5 of Cups. This is saying change your mind and change your life. There's a need for us to be very aware that we can get kind of fixated on the past and heartbreaks and pains and disappointments and failures and hurts that have happened and people who should have been there for us but just couldn't be. That we really wind up missing the beautiful love that's around us, the beautiful connections and healings that are right there with us. Now let's see what our chakra energy is. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is the solar plexus chakra. This is inner strength. And we are going to find that during this time, we're really coming out of our shell, that there is an awakening to us and an understanding around us that really has to go with follow your gut. Follow your gut, listen to what your intuition is telling you. We're coming out of our shell. We're breaking free of a way that we felt stuck or trapped, or kind of like we had like plaster poured all over us. And now we're really breaking free into where we want to be for ourselves. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oh, goodness. I'm so glad that didn't fall. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels. So I'm just going to turn everything over at once. It's really interesting, Aquarius. Okay. So where we are right now is that we're kind of on overload. When it comes to the 5 of Pentacles, I really see this as we feel kind of trapped out of something. I don't know if we just feel tired, if we're getting really bad headaches, or if we're just feeling like overwhelmed. And is this something like we're trying to figure out what's wrong and we're paying money, but nobody's able to give us any answer that, has a solution to it? It's always kind of like I'm just seeing like a dog chasing its tail. We're always running after something here. But we also need to look at our relationship with money. What is our relationship with money like? And where is it along the way of our life story that we got kind of held up in an idea that I don't get to be wealthy or prosperous, or I'm not worth as much as the next person, you know? So there's something here around money that's really coming forward, and a sense of lack. It brings us to our challenges, and that's death and rebirth. This is Scorpio energy. You know, our challenge here is transformation. We're having a really hard time stepping out of a very negative narrative and saying, no, that's not me. That doesn't work for me. That isn't me. That isn't where I'm headed, where I'm going, what I want. And so here with the death card, the challenges is the change. It's a painful transformation. It doesn't mean that it physically hurts, but it's like an emotional, spiritual one where we're going to find ourselves stepping out of something that, I mean, it's kind of like it's a generational curse. It's something where we look at our family line and it's like, well, nobody has ever been rich. Or if you get money, it all gets spent away. You know, that type of thing. We never get to get ahead. And that is something here where it's like, no, that's no longer where we're at. What we're focusing on is how to balance it all. How to balance our prosperity and our wealth and what we want, and how to balance ourselves and everything that's expected of us and all the things that we have to do, because we're balancing it, but we're also not taking care of ourselves. So that has to be something to be looked at. Now, what's so interesting here is that Judgment fell out. And as I was putting it up, I think I twisted it. So, you know, it fell out like this, but it came to the cards like this. And that really fits with what the reading is saying. There is a sense of, in our past, we wanted to come out of the box that we were stuck in. We wanted to be able to move forward. And yet it was always a not now, or take care of somebody else first, or, you know, wait quietly for it to be your turn type of thing. Or we fell back into the patterns of trying to please other people and just completely forgetting about ourselves. That the sense of the awakening and coming out of the box, it wasn't part of our past, but it is most definitely part of our present. It moves us to our greatest strength. And our greatest strength during this time is so interesting, because people don't expect it of us, Aquarius. It's that we take a lot of the negativity that we've been through, actually all of it, and it has broken us in many different ways. We're not the same person when we started this journey that we are now. And we need to mourn that, yes, but we also need to not get hung up on that, because there is such a powerful brilliance to us. And there is here with the 10 of Swords, this sense of every single hurt, every single pain, every single disappointment has taught me a lesson. And now this is a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. This is my minor arcana death card, right? And so this is a new dawn, a new day, a new real sense of I'm stepping into my power, but with all the knowledge from all the hurt and pain and disappointment I've been through. And it moves us to our near future, which is the 6 of Wands. It's like, woohoo, I'm celebrating me. And it's just such a rejoiceful, powerful, beautiful place to be. It's like, I've waited for this. And we're doing it with passion within our careers, within, you know, what we've dedicated our lives to. So it could be in the family, if we've dedicated our lives to staying home, raising our children, you know, taking care of our homes and our families. We're celebrating in that. If we've gone out to work, we're celebrating within that. Any road that you have chosen, there's a sense here, Aquarius, that we're afraid we've made the wrong choice, or we don't see why we should celebrate one road and not the other, or, you know, we don't think that one road gets to be celebrated, right? And it doesn't matter what road that is for you, however you're looking at it. Celebrate every single aspect of yourself. You're an Aquarius. You don't fit into a box well, nor do you really ever want to. And it moves us now to our suggested approach, and that's the Ace of Swords. This is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift just for you, Aquarius. This gift of knowledge and insight and a ferocity of voice and a brilliance of self, and this real sense of this is what I'm saying, this is what I'm doing, this is where I need to be. It's coming through. You're cutting through so much negativity. And you're going to be surprised at the power of your voice during this time, the power of your words. It moves us to what we need to know. And this is the Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, passion, beauty, brilliance. She holds her magic in her hand, and she is so exuberant. See that same exuberance, the holding up of the arms, the saying, yes, I have succeeded, that is coming into our near future. And now this is what we need to know about our present, is that when it comes to our passion, when it comes to our magic, when it comes to our fire, when it comes to our tenacity and brilliance and just sheer power of us, we need to celebrate it. We need to celebrate who we are, where we're headed, what we desire, what we're longing for, what we are seeing, discovering within ourselves. It moves us to our hopes and our fears. This is the Knight of Swords. So we're definitely taking in the Ace of Sword energy from divinity. And the Knight of Swords is this real sense of, okay, now it's time to move forward. I'm the hero of my story. I'm going after what I want. Nobody is holding me back. Nothing is stopping me. And as we do this, we really start to celebrate ourselves, but we also start to see our story just as greatness, just as this powerful work of art, and us as this powerful work of art, this powerful being that gets to move forward. And our potential future, my goodness, is the sun. The sun is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. It's happiness, it's joy, it's prosperity, it's success, it's shining bright, it's brilliance, it's letting ourselves be ourselves. It moves us to going deeper into the tarot. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. So we have our past, our present, and our future. So our past is the moon. There's a lot of fear, but there's a lot of change that has come forward. Our present is the Ace of Pentacles and the Lovers. And our future is the Ten of Cups. I mean, that's absolutely beautiful. So our past, it did have a lot of fear to it, a lot of doubt, a lot of negativity, a lot of change that had come forward, but also a lot of things were in shadows. We weren't really clear. There were miscommunications. And now we're going to see that our present, with the Ace of Pentacles, again, that's a gift from God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, prosperity, success, and bounty. And then we have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy, and this real sense of love moving us, a real sense of falling in love with our lives again, a duality to our existence. We're not just one thing. So don't think that, oh, I can only be this, or I can only be that, or I can only do this, or I can only do that. And it's like, no, there's so much more to us. And it's time to really embrace the complexity of who we are. It brings us to the Ten of Cups, which is a completion of a cycle. And it's the statement of they all live happily ever after. There's a sense of love and contentment and beauty and finding our happiness, which again, what makes us happy does not have to make somebody else happy. So we can be perfectly contented with our lives, and others might look at it and say, oh, how boring, or oh my gosh, I could never do that. It doesn't matter. We can. And we're so happy at it. And it's embracing our happiness. It's saying, no, but this brings me joy. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message, which begins with the Five of Wands. We are so used to fighting. We are so used to chaos that subconsciously we're going to be waiting for it. It's time to say enough is enough. It's kind of like stop fighting, children, and really embrace what you want, and don't fall prey to everybody else's nonsense, other people's bickering, other people's craziness. It moves us then to our subconscious past energy, which is the Ten of Swords, which is so funny because, our past is right above the Ten of Swords right here, where it's put, So we have that right there. There we go. That's better. And now subconsciously the Ten of Swords comes out. So every single heartbreak, pain, disappointment that we've been through is now an ally to us. It's now the thing that is moving us forward. There's tenacity. There's a fierceness. There's a sense of, I've been through this before. And I have risen from way harder things than this. Nothing is going to stop me. No one is going to stop me. There's a fierceness. There's no meekness. There's no sense of, oh, I couldn't possibly do this. It's like, oh no, I am strong. And I know that. It moves us to our subconscious present energy. And that's the Knight of Pentacles. I was thinking as I was turning these cards over, I was like, oh, I wish that you guys had a pentacle, like the Knight of Pentacles, Queen, a court card of the Pentacles, to say, I'm taking this energy of prosperity And now subconsciously, you definitely do. It's the Knight. This is a time of action for you. You have the Knight of Swords coming through, representing yourself. Now it is the Knight of Pentacles, slowly and steadily laying down a solid foundation, but embracing what you love, embracing what you desire, embracing what you need. It brings us then to our subconscious future energy. And this is the Nine of Swords. Worry, doubt, fear. It's not going to be hard to break the cycle, but subconsciously we're so used to worrying that we'll just go back to it. I highly suggest you read the book in the description box, The Law and the Promise. It's free on YouTube. So if you don't like listening to things, I'm sure you can find a PDF file or buy it off of Amazon or something like that. But it is a brilliant book that tells us about imagination and says if you worry, if you imagine the worst happening, that's the energy that you're putting out there. Stop it. Stop it. Stop sabotaging yourself. And that's what the Nine of Swords is. It's sabotaging. It can also be burning the candles at both ends. So then all of a sudden, we want to get so much done. We want to be so great. But all of a sudden we just absolutely burn out. And it's like, oh my gosh. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. It's the Hangman. And I just see this as it's being uncomfortable. It's trying to look at things from a different point of view. But really what I focused on was, the fact that he's hanging upside down, naked, tied to a tree, is not comfortable. And this is going to be, we're trying to see somebody else's point of view, or we're trying to see something a different way. It doesn't work for us. It doesn't mean that we're bad people. I mean, again, as long as we're coming to things from a place of love and respect and dignity, just that might not be your cup of tea. And that's just it, period, and stop, It's not a judging thing. It's like, personally, not for me, but I respect and honor you, So that's going to be important here. Our subconscious chakra energy is the sacral chakra. This is inspiration. The sacral chakra is where our sensuality and our creativity is held. And starting to see the world sensually doesn't mean that we see it sexually. There's a difference. But it's starting to see the beauty and the amazement in just existence in the world. And it's embracing our creativity. It's seeing that there's a new dawn. There's a new way forward. There's just the sense of beauty coming forward and inspiring us. There's a new wave of inspiration coming into our lives. Let us take it in. Let us be awed by it. All right, Aquarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, prosperity, and intensity of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aquarius. And may blessings and prosperity always be with you.